Episode 177, Skimask Collective. I believe we were supposed to have a guest. I went through my DMs, my text, everything, and so either I dreamed it or I don't remember who the fuck was supposed to come on. So if you were supposed to come on, get in the comments. I'm sorry if I forgot you. Listen, we're...
Guests are gay.
Guests are gay anyway. We're a week into the new year, Stancil. Really?
Happy New Year.
Really?
Is this our...
Hold on. A bag of piss out of a window. Who
Yeah.
Who
Now
in
that's
the
podcasting.
Who in the podcast world is going to beat that? We're 7 days into 2023.
I know. And then I pissed
And you
out
already
of the
have
window.
you have to set a precedent that high.
What can I say? What can I say? I'm playing 3D chess and everybody else is playing Chinese checkers.
Oh my god.
That's what happens. Yes. Listen, you know this. That's why we do this podcast together. There's so much fucking like snootiness in comedy, and that's literally the opposite of what it's about. I'm basically doing art. Just do whatever you want as long as it makes people laugh. Who cares? And I'll get to that. We have a little segment later of some annoying people from last year.
Right. Yes.
But oh my God, the clinical comedy and anything that has to do with it is so just energy draining and not funny. Just talking about comedy, you know what I mean?
Every podcast is the same thing now. It's like
Yeah,
it's the
God.
same stories you've heard 1,000 times.
Piss in a bag and throw it out of a window.
It's never been done. I when I saw that, I was like, this is unbelievable.
Piss in a bag and throw it out of a window. Light a Silk City shirt on fire. What else have we done?
We've done that.
We have a insane person named Sam Magliari on the show who is fighting a government and is playing guitar with no shirt on his front yard.
Oh, I
That's the
forgot
shit
about that
we're
part.
here for. I don't give a shit. I don't need to hear comedians doing Barbara Walters interviews. Rest in peace. All right?
Yeah.
Just piss in a bag and throw it out of the window. And if you don't know what we're talking about, on the football show on Thursday night, I pissed in a bag and threw it out of a window. And plenty more wacky, zany stuff to happen in 2023. Ski Mask Palooza is just a mere few months away. Who knows?
I know it's right around the corner this summer, and hopefully by that time I will be tipping over in a kayak. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yes.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. I've developed a new addiction, Stancil.
Is this related to your New Year's resolution?
I don't make New Year's resolutions because they're gay.
I have
All right?
one. I agree. Can I tell you mine? And
I'm gay?
and then I
Your
wanna
shirt?
hear- Well, this is a classic shirt handed to me by Kevin Brennan at the live MLC, the first live MLC podcast at the Stand. We're OGs. You're all gay. My New Year's resolution is I want to befriend crows.
Crows, like the birds.
Like the birds, one of my favorite animals. I've been doing a lot of research, and you can... Well, I already knew why they were my favorite. They have family structures. They have social structures. You watch crows. We watch most animals, but especially crows. They're doing something. They're never not doing something. It might look, if you just see him for a second, oh, he's just doing something dumb. And then you watch him, you realize they're doing something. Now, what I'm going to do, what I've done my research on how to befriend them, what I've started doing already, and you might love this. Whenever I go on walks with the dogs or anything outside, I've been putting unsalted peanuts in my pocket.
Oh.
Yep, this is what it's come to. So I put unsalted peanuts in my pocket, and you don't want to give him too much. So when I've seen a crow on my usual routes, I try to get his attention, and I put 2 or 3 peanuts down on the ground. Now, you don't hang around. I go on my way. The idea is over time, they recognize faces. They recognize people. So I was reading one thing about a guy who did this, and over time, the crows recognize his car, and they would lead him in like B-52 bombers into the park because they would see his car a couple miles away and follow him in. So my New Year's resolution, forget humans, I'm going to befriend more crows.
Crows is very interesting. I got into falconry for a while. I wanted to start it, but you have to be an apprentice for like a year, and I didn't feel like going through all that. But yeah, like you said, I had all the books and shit like that. It's very interesting. You know, you train a bird, and then you can send that bird out to give you signals, and it comes back and lands on your gauntlet. I guess I call it a gauntlet.
Scooter in the chat, yes, they like shiny things. So if you put even if it's just like a piece of tinfoil, because they use it for their nests and stuff to attract people. Coins, yeah, they like shiny things. Yeah, so maybe by the end of the year, I'll be here with just crows all in this garage, just hanging around.
Dude,
me.
it's awesome. And they get rid of the grub worms, all that bullshit that's out in the yard. They keep it clean, nice and fresh.
And they're badass. They're all.
I saw a guy in Europe. He trained a bird. I couldn't tell what kind of bird. It may have been a crow, actually. He trained it to go out and score euros. And he would open up the drawer whenever the bird would come, and the bird would fly into his apartment and drop the euros into this drawer. He had a drawer just full of money.
That's great.
This bird would just go out and like collect tips, and then he's just sitting in his apartment just making money.
That's good. That's my retirement plan, is to have a murder of crows collecting shekels for me.
Beautiful stuff.
By the way, shout out Saint Ranger. He sent me this thermos, and I'm drinking coffee out of it.
Saint Ranger, he's been making the rounds in the podcasting world.
He's a wild boy.
As far as the comments, he's a wild boy indeed. We got some comments here.
What do you got going on over there?
Right now, so I've been looking up. I developed a new addiction here.
That's right.
Addiction is a fucking weird thing. Everybody says they're addicted to this and that, and I've been noticing a trend for a while now, especially with magazines, these Instagram reels, these Facebook reels. You're scrolling through. Everybody's working out, and I've noticed that everything that somebody's addicted to, it just makes them look like a fucking douchebag. Everybody wants to look thin. Everybody wants to do squats. Fuck that. One of two things is going to happen by the end of this year.
Go on.
I'm going to be fat as fuck, or 2, I'm going to have diabetes and I'm going to be missing a toe. Okay? My goal 2023 is to get as fat as humanly possible, because alcohol just didn't do the trick. All right, I got some White Castle burgers here.
Whoa.
I got a pot of regular white noodles with tons of butter. I'm about to add some more, and I'm about to get the ice cream out. I got a soda right here. All right, so we're starting.
No.
We're starting now.
Hold on. This is hilarious. So, hold on. Now, why are you getting fat?
Because no one's doing it.
I love
no one is doing it.
Right.
Everybody wants the abs, all this, and I've noticed. I've been a heavy drinker for 10 years. All right.
Sure.
Listen, sometimes you act like an asshole when you drink it. Have you ever seen anybody act like an asshole with a tub of ice cream?
No, they just look like assholes.
Right. I'm trying to turn my life around to look like the good guy while still, forcing myself.
Wow. All right. Now, have you been fat before? And a good comment from the Insufferable Bastards there. I like that.
Good guys.
He's saying, if your audio, self-destruction is every bit as difficult as self-improvement. Now, sorry, have you been fat before? That's an important question.
I have not. I've never weighed more than 185, but that was when I was working out heavy, trying to look good.
This is going to be fun.
Bitching the 90s. Yeah, but I've tried to do it before, and I only got through like a month. And nothing happened because I have such a high metabolism. So now that I got
older,
now I work in an office and I'm not running around all the time.
And you're older.
It's gonna be super easy. I got my own office. I'm gonna have 2 drawers, Cheetos, Doritos, all of the snacks, Cosmic brownies. Yes, I looked up a list of things to make you fat.
Oh, I love this.
As fast as humanly possible.
This is like my dream. I'm fucking getting pissed now. I want to do this.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I've got the
How fat do you want to get? How fat? What are we talking?
All right.
Are we talking 2 bills? Are we talking 4 bills? Are we talking cut out of your house?
So I'm gonna cut. I want to cut out at like.
You want to have to get a special vehicle by.
I don't want to get over 200, but I also don't want to have to pay. I mean, I actually
get to 250. 250.
No, that's too much.
Yeah, you'd be disgusting. It'd be funny. I got up to 228. At my peak 2 years before Stance Athletics brought it back, and you're a bit taller than me. You could, and I wasn't. You should go for 250. Set the bar high. Shoot for the moon, and if you miss, you're still amongst the stars.
Right. It sucks because I also take Adderall. So, but
that's all you got to. That's gonna make you. That's gonna fight the fatness, though. That's no good.
I don't know, but I can eat fine on it.
We have a purple background. This is bothering me.
Oh, you don't like it? I was trying to change stuff up because I thought maybe the other one was okay.
I'm a harebrained fool. I like colors and retarded designs and things.
How about that?
Yes. Now I'm back at home.
All right,
done
back
doing
at home, folks.
No more podcasts with screaming wops.
Yeah, dude. Screaming wops. We had that Mr. Echo on Sad Chad on Thursday. And
Yes, I saw. So I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't want to get away from that. I guess we could always come back to the fat stuff because I love
we're
that.
getting right back to it. I got a pot here.
Yeah.
I've got to pull out the ice cream. I mean, it's going to be a whole ordeal. And now that we can go live on the Patreon, I'm going to be showing a lot of snackage going on.
You got to show me how to do that. I might do that.
I thought
Since
we did it.
you probably did. I'm retarded. I don't know how anything works. You brought up Sad Chad, and I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched most. I watched probably a good half hour, but I also watched the clip because I didn't see it on the show. And I had this in my notes from last week and never got to it, but I thought it was interesting. Let's tie it all together here. Curious to get your take. I had in my notes from last week, just from watching all the podcasts that we watch and listen to, that I've seen over the last month. I've seen more people commenting and just rumbles of Shuli hate.
Yes,
which is interesting. And then I saw the clip from Sad Chat on Thursday, where the gentleman called in and was saying Shuli is the next Stuttering John. I had no problem with Shuli, but I thought it was interesting where this turn is coming from, and if you had any insight on this. I'm just putting this out in the world for our fine viewers to keep track of it, but I don't know if you had anything else to add to that.
No, it honestly blew my mind when he first said Shuli. I was like, "Are you sure you're talking about the right guy?" Because Shuli to me, he's always been hilarious and original. I don't.
Yeah,
understand.
we talk about it. I've never watched Howard Stern, but everything I've
he
ever
was
seen
fucking
him in,
dude. He was hilarious on there. He kind of ran the Whack Pack and stuff like that.
Right.
And
I think he's fucking funny. I just thought it was interesting where
it's
slowly
weird.
creeping in. I don't know where that's. I don't know if that. I don't know. Is that just? I don't know.
No, man. Like the whole world, like the podcasting world is changing. Richard Kish hates us now.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
What did we do?
He was so last night. The Backyard Boys podcast invited me on. I had nothing to go. I was just chilling, eating some potato chips. And,
oh, sure, nice. Oh, you started already.
Oh yeah, I've been started.
Good.
And
yeah,
they invited me on.
Sorry.
And so, do you know what? Have you heard what the stream sniping is?
Kind of, but I'm old and gay. So why don't you tell me, and maybe some listeners don't know.
So on Sad Chad, we did a stream snipe. You know, Kevin Dumpfuck produces the show, and I let him just control everything because that way I don't have to do shit. And it basically, whenever Chad goes live, we're live at the same time watching it and commenting on it. But
I have to
night,
say, I'm going to let you finish.
Go ahead.
We're going against MLC unintentionally right now, and we have double digits people watching, which is surprising. God bless you all. Anyway, go ahead.
Sorry.
Oh, you're stuffing your face. Can I give you a tip while you're eating?
Yeah.
This is my best tip for getting fat because this is my biggest kryptonite. I've been dealing with forever, my whole life. My dad did the same thing. Eating, you have to eat late at night right before you go to bed.
I do that anyways. I always do
Me
that.
too. It's a problem. But that'll get you real fat. That's how you get fat. That's why I can't. Oh, look at that. Now, what do we have? Angel hair?
No, it's just a number 3 pasta. You know, it soaks up the butter. Hold on, let me get a big stick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Rant on.
What other podcast host is trying to get as fat as he possibly can on purpose, folks? Where else are you getting this? Where else? What are you going to talk about? Politics or other boring current events? No, this is a show about a show that's about a show that's about shows. And that's what we have here. Pure chaos. Now, what are you putting in there? Butter?
I just put a half a stick of butter in this half a box of spaghetti. Now, there was already butter in here.
Oh, my. A half a stick of butter?
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute.
I told you I'm going to lose a toe. Okay?
Good. No, I love it. No. This is good. But why not? Now, were you a butter and pasta guy because you're from Texas?
Yeah, I love it. I cooked regular spaghetti last night. So
because that's blasphemy up where I'm being a.
Oh, yeah.
wop.
No, I was hurt. I don't know if you still listen to YKWd, but
every now and then,
on his latest episode, I had to record it and send to Cabana King. He goes, if you dip a piece of pizza in sauce, you're a fucking asshole. And I'm like, damn, we don't have good pizza in Texas, so we're dipping it in ranch, buffalo
that is
sauce.
True.
So I kind of brought that with me, and I'm like, I wonder if every time I go to these pizzerias and I get ranch, if they're looking at me like I'm an asshole.
Oh yeah, you are an asshole. You don't get sauce with pizza. You fucking.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so how much? Yeah, that's a whole box of pasta there.
No, it's a half a box because
Still a lot.
I also got all this other stuff going on, and plus I don't want to go to sleep yet.
Now I know. Now stream sniping. Sorry, we got off.
Oh yes, the stream sniping. So
Yeah, give that a stir.
yeah, absolutely. Look at that.
I don't want it to stick.
Yeah, I'll put some
Nice.
in a bowl here in a minute. Slurp some up. Put some on top of some ice cream.
Now I'm sorry, I can't get away. I know I can't get away from the food. I love food. Now where are the White Castle burgers from?
They're in the frozen section.
Those aren't bad, and I've had
like
the real
'em.
ones.
I like them.
I used to many a night. We would go down to the Bronx and get a Crave case. Me and my buddy old Rob, and honestly, White Castle, if you cook them right at home, you leave them in the plastic in the microwave.
Yeah, absolutely. You have
Of
to.
course, they really are not that far off from the real thing because they're both so disgusting, and I
Right.
love them. And that's great. Stream sniping.
Stream sniping. So I guess we did it to Chad on Sad Chad, but last night the Backyard Boys, those guys are cool. Brandon and Quad.
Yeah,
Father.
they
I don't know
invited
if
me
you-
on.
Yeah, I think Brandon was gonna come on, but I think he's at work.
Real job.
So I'm scrolling on Twitter, and I see that
Show
they're-
off.
I see that they're stream sniping the FGTZ guys, the Jim Grindle, and then I scroll down and I see that Jim Grindle is stream sniping them. So it's like a yelling match. So it's
Hold on. Maybe I'm old and I still don't get this.
I was blown away. I didn't know what the fuck was going
I thought
on.
you said stream sniping. So like, aren't we technically stream sniping MLC?
No.
Is that how this works?
No. Stream sniping is if I had I brought up a third window and we were watching MLC
Okay, now I
live
got it.
commenting on it like,
Gotcha.
as our own show.
Gotcha. So there was
So-
a double snipe.
Yeah, they were sniping each other, like talking shit. So it's like you could hear there's so many fucking yelling and voice. So me and Stevie Lou, we both text each other. We're like, what the fuck is going on? And so we got in on it, and because they had a delay, I guess the FGTZ guys, because we were ahead. So we would say something like we'd be like, yeah, Jim Grindle's a pedophile, and then we would just sit and wait, and then. Like none of us would say anything, and then all of a sudden we just hear Jim Grindle. Like, oh, now they're saying I'm a pedophile.
I'm sorry I'm coughing so much. I played lacrosse this morning and it knocked all the weed loose in my lungs, which is good. But now I can't stop coughing.
I'm also coughing up. I fucking cleaned my truck earlier and inhaled a shit ton of bleach by accident.
Nice.
Let me get
Now, have you told the old lady about your plans to get morbidly obese?
She'll find out.
Nice.
If not, move out. What do you want me to say?
Yeah, well, all right. Well, you move out.
Being fat right now is the most important thing to me in my life. Just like
No,
alcohol
that's it.
was.
I love this. Fat, and you're absolutely right. Fat is in. Being skinny, being in shape is kind of gay. That's why I'm sure that says I'm gay. I'm trying to be in shape, but that's gay. It's hack. What you're doing is fucking, you're breaking walls. You're breaking new ground. You're empowering, in a way, you're empowering the fat people, which might eventually piss me off. But I love the idea for now. And you're right, because what you got to do, you got to post, just like people who haven't been in the gym in forever have to post now when they're in the gym every day.
Right. Everybody's posting at the fucking gym. Even people who don't know what the fuck they're doing. I'm looking at them like, you don't even know how you're working out.
No, it's embarrassing. So you got to do that, come over the top about everything you're eating. Now, have you thought
because I don't know how to get fat. So my first videos are going to be ridiculous. People are going to comment and be like, no, you're doing it wrong. And that's going to cut into your fiber. You know, I need stuff to stick, and I need it to stick
you need
fast.
carbs, sugar, and like I said, honestly, eat late at night. Eat it all late at night. Now, have you thought of a hashtag for this yet? Like,
I haven't. I actually, to be completely honest with you, 2 nights ago after Sad Chat, I couldn't sleep, and that's when I came up with the idea. So now I got to stick to it.
that's great. Oh, this is going to be great.
Yes.
So there you go. If you joined us,
I've never been a foodie. You know what I mean? I've never given a fuck about food.
Right.
So that's going to be the
Well,
hardest
most
part
fat
for me.
people don't. Most fat people just shovel anything in their mouth. It doesn't matter. So don't worry about that. If you're joining us late, folks, Skimask plans to get as fat as he can this year.
By the end of the year. So I kind of want to, I'm going to figure out a way. I got a measuring tape. I'll tape myself. Maybe I'll do it on the show. I got it right over there. and then we can keep count. As the inches. Like, I don't know. Is it better to measure the thigh all the way around?
You know who we got to get on? You know who we got to get on at some point? And I can work on it, but we got to get old Juggy on since he's basically a doctor, and maybe he can give you some.
Oh yeah.
He used to have a show on this very network during the pandemic.
He did. I was actually looking at some of the old artwork.
He had a kid recently, so he's been tied up.
Good for him.
He actually, every time I talk to him, he says how much he misses doing these. So once he settles down, maybe we'll get him on to help you with some fat tips.
It was funny because I was going through photos last night, actually, and I deleted a picture of him that was on my phone, the one of him in the life jacket. I don't know if you ever saw that. Yeah, there was I had a picture of Juggy in a life jacket on my phone. I don't even know. I think I deleted it. Yeah. Anyways, real quick, because I do want to go over this.
Please.
I know it's not. We'll get back to the fat stuff, of course, by the end of the show.
We got plenty of stuff to gab about here.
Just real quick. Today, what's going to happen, and tomorrow, what's going to happen? Do we have Kansas City? Who's winning right now?
Okay, all right, folks.
This is where I get very invested in the NFL at the end of the season.
Yep. So, obviously, this is all covered on Great Sports Mass this week with the great bow-tied bartender join me, where we covered all this and we covered a lot of wacky shit. All right, I just saw the great Julio at the gym this morning, and he put all of his money. I won him money with my. All right, so a little background.
I saw you won a pretty big bet last week or something.
Oh,
on golf.
I hit it finally. Listen, I'm on 3 mortal locks in a row. 3 weeks in a row, my mortal lock hit. We're going for 4 this week. Fern did my Julio did my bet last week and won. This week, I just saw him this morning. He put over $150 on my mortal lock this week. Folks, join him. So the mortal lock is tomorrow afternoon. The mortal lock of this week is the Chargers getting points against the Broncos. If you want to hear my explanation of this, just go. I'm not going to go over it and waste time on this show. So, yes, the Chargers was my mortal lock. The Raiders was the bow-tied bartenders. Raiders plus 14, who is the 4 o'clock game today. Mm-hmm. I just told Julio I have 8 bets, eight outstanding bets in right now, where most of them are parlays. 11.
I do too. See if you can go to.
I saw in our DraftKings betting group last night. I was just perusing what the boys were doing, and if you want to join the great betting group, just send one of us a message. We'll invite you. All are welcome. I saw you put in a bet that the odds were 3.3 million. Oh, can you explain that? Do you know the bet I'm talking about? It was
I placed like 25 bets last night. I was betting on an NBA. It's I think it's the one. It's like 5 teams. There's 5 different teams. I forget which ones, but each team has to score 1 touchdown and 1 field goal in both halves.
Yes. I actually saw. Yes, that's what it was, and I actually liked that. I liked
bet. It too. Yeah,
that's an interesting. That's my thing. I don't know. Like those are the bets I like. That made sense, and the odds were. I was wondering how you got the odds so high.
Oh no! Here's what I do, Stancil. If you go to the little tab bar, you'll see betting groups. Just go to social, and you'll see public bets, and then that's where I find all this crazy shit. Like I'll see a high ass number, and I'll click on it, and I'll drop like 76 cents on it. Oh yeah. Why do I pod? If you're just now joining, I know I was teasing it last night, but my plan is to get as fat as humanly possible by the end of the year. That's why I'm eating noodles through the ski mask. He said he thought that was funny.
I'll be happy to add that.
Yeah, that's what I was teasing last night. So I got a whole concoction of shit. So I did tell him actually that I wanted to get fat. He told me not to do it.
No, he's a coward. Miss Dr. Dumb Fuck You coward. Yeah, no, let him get fat. Let him get really fat, especially at his age. This is the year to do it. This is the year, 2023. Yeah, we got to think of a hashtag. And then now, who do you think will succeed more? Chad not drinking or you getting fat?
Well, me and Chad both quit drinking on the same day. But To be completely honest with you, Stencil, I don't think I can get fat. That's why I'm gonna like really try. And
You got to try.
I mean, I've tried before. I need tips. Like if I gotta take some pills, like some GNC products or something, you know.
Yeah, you know what you can do is it's not healthy at all, but who cares? Just sprinkle like creatine on everything because that you'll just start.
Oh yeah, that just gives you the water weight.
Yes, and then you could lose it easily.
Yeah. Okay.
That's one tip. That's a hot tip.
my
Honestly,
girl has some creatine. I might make me a little shake after the show.
And honestly, you'll just shit it out, but actually, it's not good. Yeah, well, believe me, I know how to get fat. Fast food, a lot of McDonald's stuff your body can't process.
Oh yeah. Friday I had a double quarter pounder, 10-piece,
nice
medium fry. That was for lunch. For breakfast I had 2 sausage patties and chicken. I can't remember what the fuck.
Now, since we're bragging, after the fine programming Thursday when I got back, I dialed up a little Taco Bell order because it's been a while.
They're building one right across the street from here, man. What's your go-to order at Taco Bell?
All right. Well, I have to say, and I get shit for this, I love the Crunchwrap Supreme because it covers all the bases. It's all in there. It's in a little pocket, nice and nice. You could dip it. You could eat it. So I always go Crunchwrap Supreme, usually a burrito of some sort. And I did the Taco Bell nachos, which is a total abomination, but boy, does it taste good.
Yeah, I don't remember where I heard this, but somebody was saying one time that everything at Taco Bell is the same. They just wrap it differently. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all.
I could see what they're saying.
I could see the argument, but no, my go-to, I get a dozen Doritos Locos Tacos with Diablo sauce.
A dozen?
It comes in a nice box. Yeah, you could just fucking dominate those things. They're good the next day.
Yeah, you're right. You can blow those things right
blow
out.
them right through.
So it'll Silk City blow your asshole out hot sauce on there.
Yeah, damn, dude. Remind me next time we go to an event to fucking bring some of this sauce. I still have so much of it left.
Put this shit on everything.
Yeah, no, I still got, because I bought 2 cases, and I still got a bunch of it left. I keep meaning to give it out to people. Yeah, I just wanted to get your thoughts on the bets, the betting group, folks. If you're not in it,
it's amazing.
It's so much fun. I keep like
so
late
stupid.
at night when I'm making these dumb
thing.
bets. I keep expecting a text from you because I guess I don't know if you don't look at it, but if you scroll through it, you'll just see so many stupid bets that I've been making.
I usually comment in the thing. I don't know. I usually try to say.
I keep forgetting to look at the comments.
Oh, yeah, there's a chat in the betting group. It's great.
Yeah.
The bow-tied bartender just joined after our show the other day. It's really growing.
Oh, Bob Bickerstaff has cancer. Oh,
I saw that briefly when I was just getting the link for this that I guess he was saying, which doesn't surprise me. And we just had Bob on about a month or 2 ago.
Right. Which I don't remember
He looks
either.
like he has cancer.
Yeah, poor guy.
Whatever. I'm just stating facts. So, what kind of cancer was it?
I don't know. I just saw Stevie Lou is in the chat.
Cruise ship cancer. That's what I would call it. There you go, folks.
There you go.
I said that.
That's a freebie.
Yeah, cowards. All right. Well, best to Bob. I guess we'll have to get him back on. Tell us to help him out or something.
Yeah, Stevie, is he on MLC right now?
He was when I saw it right before.
I just started the drunk episode. I never caught it New Year's Eve, obvious reasons.
Oh, I watched that live. Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
great.
no, I was. It was funny hearing Chad read your comments.
Yeah, it was pretty great. Give him credit. That's the funniest he's been when he couldn't keep his eyes open. Yeah. At the end there, it was fucking great.
I'm 15 minutes in.
I'm surprised. Wait, what did? Oh, he said he's releasing it in parts. Is that what? Or did
he released the full thing? It's on Patreon now.
Speaking of Patreon, we'll be doing a quick Patreon after this because I have some exclusive news that I acquired while at Compound with a certain people the other day. But that's only going to be for our fine patrons, and that'll be out later today.
Patreon.com/GameMassMedia. Get there, folks. Speaking of which, I know you're not on Twitter, but I added a. If you people want to give us some Venmo, come on. There's a tip icon on the Skimask Collective Twitter profile. Okay, and
I say it every show. I know I say it every show, and I'm going to keep saying it. Everybody's giving money to these comics that have careers and jobs and houses. Look at us. This guy's eating fucking butter noodles. I live in a garage. This is where the money should be coming, folks. Don't. I mean, you can still give them money, but give spread it around, folks. Give it. This is like, you could probably write this off, like giving a charity, giving us money.
Yeah, I mean, guys, I know we talk about sports bets a lot, but we're making $1 bets. All right.
Yeah.
If you,
Literally,
if you really want to see me get fat, I mean, I got to go grocery shopping, people. I got to hit the cookie aisle.
If a lot of people don't like you, if you want
a lot of people don't like me.
Yes, but they need to give us money so you can buy food and die, and you lose a foot.
I'm tired of almost
win-win.
dying from alcohol, so now I'm trying something else. Okay.
That's very brave.
I want to lose a toe or get fat. It's the only thing I can do, okay? Addiction's a hard thing. Addiction. Yeah.
Now, that's a great segue for something I wanted to bring up here. And this is not – I feel like this has not been talked about much in our community of podcasts. But and I've talked about this a while ago if you're a longtime listener, I am an OG listener of Chris D'Elia. I listened from his first episode of Congratulations. I've never missed a Congratulations. Whatever reason, I think on podcasts he makes me laugh, and that's as we said at the top of the show. It doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't fucking matter. For whatever reason, he makes me laugh. I don't care for his stand-up at all. So that said, he just came out, and I'm gonna tie it all together. Don't worry. You just keep eating your food there. His latest Congratulations, he revealed. Because there's been Congratulations and his other show, podcast Lifeline, he does with his brother. Those have been coming out regularly the last few months. But he revealed on his latest Congratulations that he's been in rehab the last 2 months. He was in rehab from November to December. They pre-recorded all the podcasts. Back in rehab, mind you, in November, December. And also what I thought was interesting, that doc that came out about Chris D'Elia, the problem with Chris D'Elia, that didn't come out till halfway through December while he was already in there, which I thought was interesting because you think he just did it, to quell any of the shit talking they'd make after that doc came out. But he was actually already in. He was in there in rehab. Mind you, he was in rehab for sex addiction. Speaking of addiction, that's why you reminded me. Yeah, and he just got back out. And I just saw just before we started, just 9 hours ago, he had a gig canceled at the Hollywood Improv, citing issues from that documentary. So again, we're the show that's about other shows. I'm just keeping all of you up to date with what's going on before you hear it other places. My thoughts, while Mr. Skimask continues to get fat, because I love it, my thoughts, I watched that documentary. I don't know. First of all, the guy who made the doc is a comedian, which right there, kind of all you need to know, at least for me. A comedian making a documentary about putting down other comedians, successful comedians. It's a red flag there. And like in the doc, I noticed even watching it, he was skewing things a certain way, like taking things out of context. They had his ex-manager on, who anytime somebody is an ex of somebody raises a red flag for me. Like, this guy got fired, and now he's shitting on him on a documentary. And he just looked like a greaseball, like 2 haircuts a week wop as well, which I never trust those people. So, listen, I'm Team D'Elia. He never technically fucked any of these young girls. He was a sex fiend. Yeah, okay, who gives a fuck? So he messaged these girls. Can we all grow up? He didn't fuck any underage girls. Is he creepy for messaging them? Yes, but it stops there. So fuck these places now that are canceling. You're going to take a documentary seriously that some guy made in his basement, and you're going to take gigs away from a guy? Fuck off. That's all. I'm Team D'Elia. I kind of feel bad for the guy.
Do you think he went to rehab because he knew the documentary was coming out?
Exactly. That's why I thought it was interesting. That's something we could talk about. I don't know. That's an interesting point. But I thought that was pretty wild because I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that mentioned anywhere. So there you go. Skimask Collective, breaking news. Hey, what else? That's what you get here. So we'll see what happens because that just came out. So curious to see if other people pile on him or because I'm sure people right off the bat are going to say, oh, yeah, he just did that because the documentary came out. And maybe they're right. But he didn't. I don't know. I don't like taking anybody's gigs away, especially from bullshit like that. It's one thing if they dox your whole family and your friends' sisters and parents and that kind of thing. That's a whole other thing. But so that's it.
Yeah.
Stancil news. What do you think about that?
I've never been a Crystalia guy. Honestly, but I can say the only reason I'm saying that I've never heard one episode. I've never heard anything he's been on. So I don't.
Yeah.
I
don't know. He's up my alley. I like wacky, dumb shit, and his podcast is wacky, dumb shit.
Good. I've been looking for something new to listen to. I've been running out. I've been noticing I've been running out of a lot of stuff. I don't know what it is lately.
I ran out last week because, like we talked about, because we did a podcast last week. A lot of people took a week off of doing podcasts, even though that's their only job. I mean, we talked about it last week. It's just unbelievable. I still can't get over it. These fucking comedians, people taking a week off. You're not working 50 hours a week. You don't need a week off. The week off between Christmas and New Year's are for people with jobs. Okay, if you're talking into a microphone, no offense, because I do as well. You don't need a week off for a break. Go fuck. It's so pretentious and dumb. That's just such a sheep thing. Like everybody else is off, so I'm off. And especially like we said for podcasting, the opposite. That was your chance to get new listeners. We succeeded. Most of these other podcasts didn't. Skimask Collective 2023.
Skimask Collective 2023 taking over. I can't believe it feels like we've done so much more than just 177 episodes. I was scrolling through all the old content, being a little nostalgic over the week.
Yeah.
And wow, man, it's been a lot of stuff happening.
I have a friend, an old coworker, actually. Shout out to her. She's actually going back. And she started at the beginning. Listen to her. She's up to 77, Ep 77. So God bless her.
Wow,
yeah.
nice.
New people coming in all the time. Oh, we have fun. Well, you know what? We do this. We did this 177 times. We've done Sad Chat a lot of times. We've done Sports Show pushing 50 times. So
we've had Offensive on here for a while.
Offensive. I'd love to have Fens on at some point. Maybe get him on Sad Chat. Haven't talked to that boy in a while. Yes, everything's great. Now, how is the food coming along?
It's coming along good. I gotta say, eating.
How's it holding up with the mask?
Eating.
Now, what is that? That's ice cream?
Yeah, eating spaghetti through a mask is a lot easier than trying to eat this fucking tub of ice cream.
I didn't know you had it.
Yeah, no, I got 2 tubs. I'm gonna try to finish by the end of the day.
This is amazing. This is the best show.
Dude, eating ice cream.
What kind of ice cream? Let's talk about the ice cream.
Well, this is chocolate. I got a vanilla in a freezer. I couldn't decide which one I wanted.
I never.
Now, what if I put the noodles in the ice cream? Is that frowned upon?
I mean, well, it's because you put butter in it. I think that's actually fine. Butter is sweet. Ice cream is sweet. You get a little carbs in there. Give it a whirl. Throw a dollop. Let's see. Let's throw a dollop of spaghetti.
Oh, the spaghetti. Okay.
Yeah. Spaghetti. Yeah, throw a dollop of the spaghetti in, and it'll probably, it'll make it nice and that melty-ish,
Okay. Yeah. Let's see what's going on.
That's pretty good. Ski Mukbang Collective. Yeah, now we're just turning into Asian girls. We're 2 episodes away from me just pounding my face into pieces of bread.
Oh,
remember that girl?
Got garlic bread. All right, so the spaghetti is going into the ice cream, folks.
Oh my God, folks! Where else are you getting this?
All right.
You think Joe Rogan's putting butter and ice cream on his podcast?
Is getting
that
fat?
Pussy. They did
sponsor us on it. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Where's the fat sponsors?
Is Joe Rogan an All-American athlete? I don't think so. I am.
It right down. Fuck yeah.
How's it looking?
Right.
That looks kind of good.
Got chocolate spaghetti. Let's see what's going on.
Chocolate spaghetti. I feel like that could actually be really good. I remember somebody told me the number 1 rule of podcasting was to not eat, which is a fucking lie because it's hilarious.
It's not very good, but I could say what I think would be good in ice cream. White rice.
Castle.
No, white rice, not fully cooked all the way, but not crunchy.
Yeah.
Like, when it clumps, mix it in with the ice cream.
Now, can I ask you to do something else?
I was going to go dump the spaghetti out of this tub, but yeah.
Oh, well, you can do that. All right. Well, I want to.
No, please ask. Please ask.
Can you put a dollop of ice cream in the White Castle burger and eat it?
The white.
Are the White Castle burgers ready?
Yeah, I got.
You want to get them all there, huh?
I've already had 4 today. I got half of one left. Hold on.
This is it, folks. If you joined us late, Skimask is getting as fat as he can this year. It's going to be great.
So what do you want me to do?
Just put a dollop of chocolate ice cream in that White Castle burger. Get your calories all in one pop. Get as many, and maybe that'll, try to think, a salty with the sweet. That's kind of a thing, right? Red meat and chocolate. Nothing goes together better. Let me tell you, folks. Give it a whirl. Here he goes. He's for those audio listeners, he's getting a spoonful of chocolate. This is like Prairie Home Companion on NPR. This is like old school radio on your Saturday afternoon. He's putting a dollop of chocolate on his White Castle microwave burger. He looks like he's closing it up now. Here comes a bite through the mask. Sounds like there's some nice texture there, perhaps a pickle. Oh, I heard her.
That's way better than the spaghetti and ice cream.
Whoa, no shit.
Yeah.
What's working? What's going on your palate?
The bun is crispy, so it's like a treat, and then you have the meat that gives it a little salty flavor, you know?
Yeah, sweet and salty. That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shit. Now maybe I'm gonna have to get fat this year. Now I want to get fat. I want to get fat. I'm jealous.
I just want to be able to be looked at like you pig.
Yes.
I'm tired of getting to-go boxes. No more to-go boxes.
No, never. I've never done that. But you know what? You should be the fat hero. Be the fat hero. Be the guy who talks back. You'll be like the white Lizzo.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. I'll wear the tank top. You'll see, I'm fit right now, and
I know you're a beautiful boy.
I'm slowly gonna decline.
Oh, take a picture. You got to take pictures. So take a picture.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna progress this entire journey that I'm about to embark myself on.
The page. Wow, another bite. Now that also has chocolate in it, or that was the other one?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Also chocolate. His mouth is full, folks. For the audio listeners, all you can see in his mouth hole is a burger. There it goes. Now, drinking, that's important, too, because that'll pack on the pounds. Or you've been drinking high calorie, like soda and honestly, even juice. Like, I usually mix my juice with water. Drinking any juice straight up has a ton of sugar in it.
I love juice straight up.
Yeah, that'll get you fat. That'll get you fat. You got to how about sodas? Are you into sodas?
Yeah, this is my second Sprite of the day.
This is unbelievable. I love it. This is better than all the shows. That's great.
Find something to talk. Gather up our next segment that we were talking about. I'm gonna dump the spaghetti out of this tub so the rest of the ice cream doesn't go bad.
Whoa. All right, we'll talk about it when you get back.
I got the spaghetti in the tub of the ice cream. I want to save the rest of the ice cream.
Oh, you want? Yeah, I see.
So I gotta dump the spaghetti.
Go dump the spaghetti. Go dump on the spaghetti. You know what? We do have a. We're going to get to our most annoying people of 2022 in a moment. But while he's doing that, something else I wanted to bring up because I'm always pissed off by everything. There's been a light movement. Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast did it a few weeks ago. I believe Are You Garbage did it, and I saw a couple other podcasts start to do this. These moment live streams where you pay specifically just for the live stream. Here's the thing. I think I understand there's a place for it, but I also think it's pretty shitty when especially these guys like the MSSP and Are You Garbage, who have these sprawling, massive Patreons, and they have the fucking balls to make you pay for another podcast. I think that's pretty shitty. Matt and Shane did it with Michael Shea. I forget who Are You Garbage did it with, but just my opinion, and maybe you guys will start noticing it now that you heard it. But yeah, I guess the company's called Moment, so you can do live podcasts or whatever podcast, and they pay out. The fans pay a la carte. Like I said, I just think it's shitty when you're making 50 G's a month. God damn it. When you're making 50 G's a month on your podcast, then you have the balls to do these moment live streams. Ski, I didn't even get to the segment. I was just talking. Have you seen these moment live streams? Like Matt and Shane did one the other week. Are You Garbage did one where they're having these guys who have these making 50 whatever G's a month on their Patreons, and then they have the balls to do these single podcasts where they make everybody pay again just to watch it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Is that the one that
Matt and Shane did it with Michael Shea. Are You Garbage?
Are You Garbage just do it?
They just did it as well. I forget.
Okay, I was wondering what that was. I didn't click on it.
Yeah, you have to pay for another podcast, which on its own is.
I thought it was like where you could join the room, like Bobby Kelly was doing.
Yeah, I guess it's the same thing. I mean, put it out on your Patreon. I just think it's pretty shitty when you already have a Patreon and then you're as successful as theirs. We're the ones who be doing moments shit.
Yeah.
You know, with good guests, not those people. I don't know. That rubbed me the wrong way. I think that's a little greedy. I think dial it back, calm down. I don't know. That's it. I was buying time more than anything.
No, I get it. I mean, no, dial it back because I like wackos. I like having the wackiest fucking people on the show. Having regular comics on here has always been boring.
Boring.
Look at the short streams we've had. We've had times it's been like a 50-minute show because we're like, what? This guy's boring.
And take Michael Shea specifically. I listened to him on Skanks recently and some other, but not just him, but fuck him, but. They're always nervous to push the line because they don't want to get canceled on their real shit. Shane, I have to admit, you're absolutely right. I'm OG MSSP. Shane has gotten noticeably gayer.
He wouldn't
with
even
not
talk.
comment. That was He
was getting scared to talk about Shannon Sharp.
I'm glad.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
He's floating too close. He's hanging out with Kid Rock. He's hanging out with these big names now. Now he's. You're absolutely right, Mr. Mask. I'm glad you brought that up. I didn't even have that in my notes, but that's something that's just been in my notice recently with Gillis on that podcast. He's gotten over the last 6 months. He's gotten a bit gay about like not talking about things like chill. Like, come on, man.
What do you
Are
mean,
you a comic or not? Do you want to be like? What do you want to be?
And then
You already got canceled. Who gives a fuck?
Right.
You already proved that you can't get, especially him. There's plenty of guys who do it, but especially him. Like, come on, man. It's a little gay. It's a little. Something else happened recently where like, he didn't get somebody's back and he like didn't want to comment. Shit. I'm glad you brought that up though. I forget. But yes, put that on our radar to keep track of. Gillis has definitely gotten gayer with not commenting on things. Good call.
Yeah, very gay. Sorry, I haven't.
Oh, you're good. What are you eating? What are you working on now?
I'm just finishing off with a couple grapes.
Now, what will you have for dinner? Oh, grapes are good. They'll blow your asshole right out. I love eating grapes.
I love grapes, man. I eat them all the time.
Yeah.
McDonald's probably. I don't have any. I didn't go grocery shopping.
Homo moments is pretty funny. You guys do.
I thought he was talking about like ornaments for the Christmas tree.
Yeah, our moments would be home moments. That's actually is pretty fucking funny. Good job. He should do their show. Brandon is here now.
Brandon, if you're available, I'll give you the link. I told him I'd have him on.
We already did fucking almost 50 minutes. That's wild. We're just having a good time. I could watch you eat. I could watch you eat all day.
Oh, next week, come up with the meal for next week. I'll get the hot plate out again.
Ooh, I love the hot plate. Bringing it back to basics, back to steal it from Legion of Skanks, back to our core values. Talking about shows, you eating stuff during the show. That's OG. For the real ones.
It's a lot easier when I'm not blacked out. I don't remember half the guests we've had on the last couple of episodes. It was funny when Carl from Who Are These Podcasts was talking about whenever he popped on Sad Chat, and I'm like, he did?
Yeah, he wasn't too thrilled. Yeah, whatever. Now, do you want to introduce this segment? This is yours.
All right, so
this is the most show prep I've done.
Yeah, I was just sitting there, and there's this shit I'm seeing. I know you're off of Twitter, and there's really not a lot of this going on Twitter.
Again,
it seems like everybody and their fucking mom is trying to be an influencer now, and it's gotten to I don't know. I can't explain what's going. It's this phenomenon. Like people are making their cats into influencers, and it's just like it's getting old fast, and it's going to people's heads. And it's like a guy laying brick is influencing other bricklayers by making videos. You can't make videos on the job. I don't know. It's
No, you're absolutely.
maybe I'm getting old. I don't fucking know.
Well, you are getting old and fat.
Yeah,
But I touched on this on Sports Mask on Wednesday, whatever fucking day we did it. I touched on it because of the Hamlin, the Bills guy injury. And this may not be exactly what you're saying, but I think it comes to play at. And I'm sorry if you listen to Sports Mask. This might be a double rant. But can anybody be a fucking adult anymore? Can anybody compartmentalize their emotions? Like that game. Talk about the Bills game. Like they couldn't finish that fucking game. Come on, grow some fucking nuts. If you're crying, then stay in the fucking locker room. Let the men finish the fucking game. There's been guys hauled off fields in neck braces. They finished the game. Come on. And it's all perpetuated by ESPN. They're still crying about it on ESPN. They made this whole emotional thing. ESPN had a segment called fucking, and I know Gino beat me to it. Gino beat me to it, but I was already thinking it, so that counts for my brain. But there's a segment on ESPN called Jacked Up for 3 decades, where it was just guys getting their heads blown off, and they were laughing about it. And now all of a sudden, it's such a dangerous game. What can we do to make the game safer? Nothing. It's fucking football. These dudes are warriors. They know what they signed up for.
Well,
they don't give a fuck. Shut the fuck up. Not you.
Yeah, I know. It was perfect timing. It's like motocross. You'll see a guy go over a triple jump and case it, break both of his legs. They haul him off the fucking race. They never stop the race. The race keeps going.
It's this pussified generation.
You see NASCAR, motherfuckers in NASCAR, their shit catches on fire. The race keeps going.
Yeah.
Yeah. And some guy has a heart. Okay. First of all, you didn't even know he had a heart attack at the time. To haul him off the field and continue playing the game.
Exactly. And
everybody's mad and people are mad at Skip Bayless's comment. He didn't even say anything controversial.
Nothing at all. We covered it on Sports Mask. He literally said at the end, it all seems so irrelevant now. So to try to bring it back to your point, I think it ties in because it's this whole thing of like,
look at me, look at me,
look at me, look at me. Everything's got to be life and death, and the biggest, craziest thing that happened. Like, just nobody really. People don't have to care about what you do. People don't have to care about what I do. Like, nothing has to be. It's this idea that everybody's the most important person. There has to be losers. It's literally impossible. Everybody is a winner. There has to be losers so other can win. I don't even know which one I am anymore, to be honest with you.
I don't care.
Neither do I. I don't care. Just do your thing and then die at some
Hopefully
point.
I look like a loser by the end of the year.
Yes. Just listen, influencing should happen naturally. You shouldn't if you have to force it. Listen, if you got big, huge tits, I'm going to follow you. If you're saying positive things, like telling me how to live, I'm not going to follow you, and I'm going to hate you.
Yeah. If you make me laugh, I might follow you. If you make me laugh twice, I'll probably follow you.
Right.
And stop with all the fucking politics, you dumb comics.
Enough.
Just shut the fuck up. Enough is enough.
I understand commenting on it to a point
That's different.
Comedy,
but I mean,
yes,
taking a hard stance where there's no jokes. Just shut the fuck up. That'll make me unfollow you so fast. Oh, but all they're gonna say is, "Oh, I lost a fan." Oh, okay, I don't care.
Yes.
I'm not just don't listen.
Like I've said, I've never said a single thing I've meant on a podcast.
No, people are like, "Oh, yeah, he hides behind a mask." It's so fucking retarded.
Go watch fucking...
Oh, I'm hiding.
Yes. Yeah, you mean on this comedy fucking retarded podcast, there's a guy with a mask and a guy with a fake name? No shit! What the fuck do you think you're watching? Go turn on fucking PBS if you want to watch real shit, you idiot. This is a retarded comedy podcast.
I don't even know
and
if
all
PBS
these comedy
is even real.
Let me tell you, all these comedy podcasts are retarded. That's why it pisses me off when I see them taking themselves seriously. Shout out Mike Vecchione, who's a great comic, and it is the biggest bore on every podcast he's on. He's just talking about how he's funny. Oh my God, he stinks.
Well, how about that fucking episode with Ian Finance on fucking... God damn it, Pope show. Tommy Pope.
Yeah, what about it? I like finance.
I like him too, but they're talking about therapy for the first 45 minutes.
Yes,
no jokes.
Yes, 100%.
I'm like, 100%. Is this going to end?
You are right, and I love Stuff Island, and I do like being Ian. I will say I subscribe to.
I think Chris O'Connor's underrated. I think he's fucking hilarious. Same thing with Tommy Pope.
I love it. He's a human Eeyore. I love him. He's from Greenwich next door here.
Right.
But you're absolutely right. Great call. Yes. Both fucking fun, hilarious guys, and they waste a quarter of a podcast talking about fucking therapy without jokes, like talking about it seriously.
That was my ride home from work,
Tommy
assholes.
Pope, who I love, is fucking hilarious. He's also out of his fucking mind, and part of him why he's funny is that he says things like he's so sure of it when he doesn't know anything he's talking about. And then they wait to have, please spare me.
When they were talking about who was out of their mind on Matt and Shane with Robert Kelly, I was expecting Shane to say Tommy Pope is clearly the one in this house that's out of his mind, because he is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love it.
Over all those guys. He's fucking.
They're hilarious. It's not throwing shade. We're stating facts. Somebody has to do it. We're the soothsayers of our age. We can say what we want without consequence because we're not famous.
Yeah, we don't care.
Yeah, and don't care.
We just go to hang out. We're hanging out. People are like, you guys. Yeah, we'll finish with a segment, but you guys are hanging out at compound like you're part of the crew. We're hanging out with friends, trying to have.
I was invited. I've never asked once to be on compound. I was invited. Then thank God they're nice enough to invite me. I appreciate it. I tell Gino every time it's the most fucking fun besides this show.
And you're good on the show, so
whatever.
It works.
But his point is, we're not going over there. We're not going over there like every day, sitting on the couch and hoping. Oh, please, I hope somebody invites me. Can I get a microphone? And there's nothing wrong with going over there, sitting on the couch. My point is, everyone is gay.
Yeah, somebody said on Sad Chad that we talk about cocks too much.
Love cocks, big cocks. I asked Frankie if he had a big piece. I don't know if you saw the sports show. I asked Frankie if he had a big piece. And we're gonna have to get Frankie on, by the way. Have you seen?
I know. I saw. I've been waiting to comment. I have not. I'm still gonna hold back.
I already asked him, and he said he would come on. So if you want to wait until I actually should. We were both running around all morning. I meant to send him a link for today. So we'll definitely get him on.
Yeah, let's plan for next weekend. Yes, Call Wolf.
Yeah, but he says he made that up in the 90s, so it may be a battle here.
Okay, well, I need to see proof of verification.
Yeah.
I do have my Skimask ID card I can go get right now if you'd like to see it.
Well, save it for that. Save it for
I do have the Skimask ID card. It's legit. So, I've been recognized. All these porn stars wearing my mask now. People tagging me in on Twitter.
I saw that. There's a lot of people biting your shit. I saw a guy at a football game wearing a pink mask that the color of neither color of neither team.
Oh God, people are watching the show and people, they're latching on. I'm sorry, they want to be me and they want to be like me. So get fat like me, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
okay, we're changing the game.
It's not just a mask anymore. You're gonna have to get.
We're changing the game this year. I'm going to be measuring my. So, like I said, you've been fat before. Where should I measure? Because I'm going to do this weekly. I got to measure. So
I did this with what was the show called that was on this very network? With Fitmask, which started my weight loss. I ended up losing 45 pounds. The great Chick Mangione had me measure your midsection, like right above your belly button, which is technically your waist, which always pisses me off. Measure, that's really all you need. That'll give you some nice girth.
So I'll do a wrap around with the tape measure.
Yeah, like here's the thing: as long as you do it in the same place, it really doesn't matter where you do it.
Okay, I didn't know, like, as somebody who hasn't been fat before, if like my legs are gonna get fat first.
Well, that
my
depends
arms.
on your body makeup. That all depends. Yeah. Listen, and I was a certified personal trainer for years. We could talk about this all day about it.
I'll be
body
tweeting
types
out
and mesomorph and anamorph and all that stuff. Hey, listen, we could do that. But basically, if you're gonna measure, I would just do the waist. Like right at your belly button, and just as long as you do it in the same place every time, you should have a decent idea.
So right after the Patreon that we'll be doing right after this, people, I will be measuring. I'll be tweeting the measurement. We need the hashtag. We need the hashtag.
Let me think on it because I feel like you can come up with a good one.
And then I'll be tweeting out once a week the size. And I'm not gonna lie. If you guys want photo evidence, I'll put it out there. But I really don't think you need it. I don't lie to that.
Put the photo on the Patreon. Put the numbers on the Twitter, and you should do maybe a monthly photo.
Oh, I'll do the video. I'll do a video for the Patreon.
Yeah, for a fun.
I'll do a video measurement. Yeah, I'll have some stuff going on in the background. So maybe our penis might flop out.
Ooh.
All right, 2022 was a fucking wild year. You thought 2021 was bad. That year flew by, 22.
Sure.
I'm going to forget all about it. Probably because I drank the whole time.
Well.
But I'll still forget all about it.
Highlight of the year, you died on a conveyor belt with a big beast shirt.
That happened in 2021.
Oops. See how quick that year went?
Mere days before 22. 22, been to the hospital twice. And literally 22. I went. No, wait. I'm wrong. I went New Year's Day morning.
Oh, well, yeah. That's
But my last drink was New Year's Eve at 3 p.m. So.
Now, did you have to get an IV like Chad?
Oh,
2
yeah.
days later.
No, I mean.
Oh, you got an IV for different reasons. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Classic.
IV, a lot of painkillers, a lot of all that shit.
Yeah.
So listen, I've been the king of drinking for 10 years since high school. Okay, I'm over it. I'm done for now. I mean,
it's funny. How old are you?
27.
Unbelievable. I've always said this. I swear to God, I'm not just saying this because of this. I've said this for years. As soon as I turned 27, it was like a light switch. I could not. We would drink 4 or 5 nights in a week in a row. Wake up, go to work, and then go do it again every night. When I turned 27, it was a light switch, and I would be hung. Now if I go that hard, I'll be dead for a week.
I know it's something they call. I mean, it's actually a phenomenon. It's called 27 and done. You know,
is that right?
You've seen Kurt Cobain was one of them. He died at 27.
Oh, yeah.
John Belushi died at 27. I think.
Now, when do you turn 28?
Next month.
All right, so that's good. So you only have to worry about the next month dying. You know,
right.
Everybody
I've been extra cautious driving, mainly because I didn't have insurance, but I have it now.
Yeah, you got one more month. So get through the next month or so, because then you don't have to worry about dying. Once you're 28, then you obviously don't die anymore.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be focusing on food. I'm gonna have to stock up on the toilet paper, I guess.
Yeah.
Fuck. I never take dumps at home. It's gonna change.
Yeah.
Change. Only it comes right out when I get to work.
It's gonna be good.
But 2022 brought out a lot of funny characters that people latched onto, characters that influence people that, you know, for maybe the wrong reasons, the right reasons, I don't know. People in our lives that have been in and out, annoying people. So
yeah,
I have my list. I couldn't get too far because I tried to think about it. I got 2 people in particular. I guess celebrity. I don't fucking even know what you call these people anymore. But Stancil, if you want to go run through your list,
I don't
of the most annoying people of 2022.
The most. Do we have music for this segment? The most annoying awards.
You know what? I mean, we could do some.
Because I don't have many.
I'm going to upload some music for this thing anyways. Let's see what we got.
Honestly, I have 4 things here, and 2 of them are inanimate objects, are not human. So I kind of cheated because I also couldn't think of. Yeah, I like that. It's kind of put the volume down to like 40. I think that's the sweet spot. Yeah, there we go. Okay, first up, and there are 2 people. I'm doing it as one. As we all know, the Come Town podcast broke up, and I never listened to Come Town, but since they broke up, I've been forced to listen to Adam Freeland and Nick Mullins on various podcasts that I enjoy, and neither of them had made me laugh once. Adam Freeland is a classic comedy Jew who is not funny on his own, who has to cultivate all of his laughs. Don't find them funny at all. Nick Mullins had the balls to talk shit about Cumia, another cuck. So as soon as he did that, this guy. Do you know what you do? Do you know you do comedy? Do you know he's one of the funniest people to ever exist on the planet? And then you're going to care about some fucking crack whore who got him canceled in whatever year that was?
Yeah.
Fuck off. Shut the fuck up, Nick Mullins. Shut the fuck up, Adam Freeland. Go fucking into obscurity. Shout out Stavi, who's been on his own. And I never listened to him either, but again, same thing. I've been forced to listen to him. He's funny. He was funny. I went back-to-back just by chance. Freeland was on, I forget the podcast. Freeland was on one, and Stavi was on the other. And it was like having a fucking chemist teacher on a podcast and then an actual comedian on one. So, come down, boys. You are my number 1 annoying people of 2022.
Great call.
Should I keep going? You want to
comment?
Keep going. I'll keep going. I'll just run through it.
Great call. I forgot all about that. That shit pissed me off.
Those guys stink. I don't care.
And I was glad. I mean, I was surprised that Cumia even commented on it. But I think the reason he did is because he's just like,
he just laughs.
What the fuck?
Yes,
like, are you fucking? Are you? what
he
is
doesn't-
this?
He
He doesn't care. I know he
as
doesn't
if I
care.
were him, nor would I if I were him and have what he had, you know? So, you know, he's not going to waste time on these idiots.
Right.
Number 2 is an inanimate object, and I think you'll...
Now, saying number 2, is this...
This is not in any order. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right.
And I only have 4 things. I only have 2 more after this. Instagram stand-up comedy posts where they have the words overdubbed. I don't barely need to see them at all. And I
don't even watch specials unless it's somebody I really like.
I don't need to see them once a week. I barely need to see them once a month. Jim Norton wants it, and even Jim Norton does it a lot, but he does it almost to make fun of it. But I have these people, and again, who am I? No one. We know. I'm not saying I am, but we have people that are basically open micers. I can name their names, but I'll be because they're lower tier. I don't want to make it like I'm punching down. Just putting up bullshit fucking stand-up shit. Like, we get it. You do stand-up. You have to show us every day how bad you are at it. And it's like overdone, overcooked. Every single person who's ever touched the stage now has to put IG posts up every day with overdubs of their words and like cutesy. Oh my God, the worst is the cutesy like captions they put. Oh, ugly girlfriend laughs, or you know what I mean? Like
right, like
shit
I
they
noticed
put in there.
Sagalo does it a lot, but his isn't.
Please.
His aren't horrible.
I like Sagalo, but same thing. Like, what are you doing?
I think
here's
what
it comes
happened
down to.
was okay.
Here's what it comes down to. I'm sorry, and I'll let you go. But here's what it comes down to. It is not about the post. It is because, again, have you heard me say this word, folks? It's called sheep. It's because these funny comics started doing it, and now all of a sudden, all these fucking sheep. Oh, this is what we have to do. Just like all these people on TikTok. TikTok is bullshit. You get 10,000, you get 1 million likes. It means nothing. None of those people follow you. TikTok is worthless. And it's the same thing about, I got 50,000 views on TikTok. That's good. Those people are all meaningless. They're not fans. They're just random people who like it and move on and never look at you again. So TikTok's retarded. And it's the same thing. You got everybody does not need to put up their stand-up clips on Instagram. Thank you.
Do you have TikTok on your phone?
No,
Me
never.
either. And I have.
What
I
are
have
you,
at least
fucking 10
there's
Chinese?
There's 5 or 6 people in my phone book. One of them's in their 40s. They send me TikToks all the time, and I click on it, and it's like download the app. No, not doing it. Sorry, I'm not on TikTok.
And forget how gay it is.
If I want to watch videos, I gotta go to Twitter, Instagram.
Forget how gay it
TikTok.
is. Nothing about it ever changed. It's still run by China. It's still fucking trying to bury our young people in fucking scum culture.
Keep you in bed all day just scrolling.
Not to
and
get off
scrolling,
topic,
frying
but
Go ahead.
TikTok in China is literally an educational platform. You don't get all this bullshit you have on their TikTok. They put all this garbage and give all this garbage to us because it makes us dumber and whores and not care about anything that's going on. So fuck TikTok, too.
Fuck you, TikTok. You
That's
stink.
a fact. That's a fact. Look it up. The TikTok in
It is,
China,
yeah.
where it's made, is an educational tool. It has nothing to
That
do
should
with
be done here.
It should be, but we're too fat.
Instead, kids are just throwing chairs at each other. Fun.
Hey, I only throw chairs at teachers. Number 3, Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas, one of the most annoying people of 2022. That
Agreed.
the city fucking stinks. Every comic that goes there has to pose like, I'm in Austin. I can't wait to come back. It stinks. All there is to do. I mean, you're from Texas. Why don't you speak on this?
I've been to Austin only a handful of times because to me, and I know it's not going to make any sense to most of you people. It's a lot like Vegas. I've never had any desire to go there. I've never had a desire to go to Vegas. That's why I'm not going to Skankfest. I was hoping it would be in New York. I've been to 6th Street. It's just a bunch of wild animals running around and a bunch of fruits. It's California in Texas. That's all it is. It's California without the taxes. There's nothing different about it. It's the same fucking thing. Just drive the highway right through there. Go to San Antonio, downtown on the Riverwalk. I guarantee you'll have a fucking great time unless you like that kind of thing. When I went to 6th Street, we got pepper sprayed because there's just fights going on. There's cops riding horses and just spraying cans. I'm like, this is fucking annoying. Austin, Texas was the only time I've ever done meth because I bought some coke and I had to go all the way back to my fucking hotel room. By the time me and my boys got up there, we undid it and it was a fucking rock. And we looked at each other. We're like, just this one time. We were up for 3 days. Austin stinks. It sucks.
And then from what I understand, I've never been, admittedly, but from what I understand, it's like a few blocks is basically, or a few blocks is like is the downtown, and then other than that,
That's
it's
it.
just shit.
That's all. That's
so
all it is.
that's it. And I want to say shout out to the great Tim Dillon, the only comic who's had the balls to say he bought a house there and then sold it a year later because it was such a shithole. So shout out to Tim Dillon, the only comics with the nuts to say it sucks because he's not scared of rogies.
Shout out to Tim Dillon too, being one of the only comics out there that still knows how to do parody.
He's so good.
What's the Sala
Satire?
Sorry, I'm tripping over my words. I had a lot of food.
He's
today,
so
folks.
good on it. What was his last one?
I haven't heard it yet. I don't think.
God,
oh no, when he's talking Greta Thunberg at the beginning.
Yes. Oh God. Shout out to Tim. He's a listener. And my last one, and this is a big one, and I think if people who listen to podcasts will 100% agree with this, because this has been in my craw for a while. Wow, the music worked and everything. Dr. Allen, the psychiatrist that all the comedians go to. Does that make sense to anyone else in the world? Again, it's a sheep thing. Why are comedians such sheep? Do you know about this, Ski Mask? Have you?
I know about it, but I don't know how you know the guy's name. I've never heard of the guy's name.
Because they all talk about it on all their shows.
I know. I never heard anybody mention
Joe
his
List,
name.
Bobby Kelly, Ian Verdance,
all those guys go.
all these people, and they only do it because all these other people go there. So that's like going to a doc. You would go to a surgeon because your butt nice. See, they're gonna get a lot more of that this year, folks, with all the eating. That's asinine to choose a psychiatrist because other people go there. That is such a sheep thing to fucking do. And I guarantee you he charges a fucking arm and a leg. Guarantee you he rapes these fucking comedians because he knows how dumb they are and what sheep they are. And they're not going to leave because, Joe List goes to him. I got to go to Dr. Allen. And they just want to be able to say on their podcast they go there. So fucking annoying. And that's why that rounds out my list of most annoying things and people of 2022.
All right. I like it. I love it a lot.
I tried.
No, you did try. I only had two, but I'm going to add a third now.
Yeah.
You made me think of something. I'll start at my number 3. How come, you used to be able to just go to a website, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is. Everything comes with a price tag now. You got to have a subscription for everything. I had to have a subscription to download my own YouTube video. What the fuck? Later, I figured out how to do it without it, but that's after I paid. You gotta have. There's a Google subscription. There's a subscription for everything out there. And then you forget that you're paying for it. I was going through my list the other day. I'm like, holy fuck, I'm paying a lot for this bullshit I don't even use.
The problem is this. Here's the problem. And you're absolutely right. The problem is people, especially in this country, they can't say no. I need to have my little thing. Oh, I had to pay $5. Oh, fuck. Listen, it's really simple. I am in business. If people don't pay, they will stop charging. It's very simple. But the problem is, fucking Mimi over here needs to have her little Peacock shows, and she has to. So I got to pay $5 more a month, and I got to pay for this platform that used to be free. If enough people said, no, I'm not paying for that. It used to be free. I'm just not going to do it. In a month, it'll look at any business. Look at the government. As soon as they push back on anything, they stop it. It's the same. But the problem is people just go with all this nonsense. From paying to COVID to everything else, it's a sheep mentality that fucks us the rest of us.
It's like when Nike did the thing with Kaepernick. They cut that out pretty quick, didn't they?
Yes. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny when money stops coming in how quickly shit changes. When money stops coming in and when votes stop coming in, shit changes real quick. People just have to get, God forbid, people get a little bit out of their comfort zone.
Ugh, brutal. Number 2, Lizzo. Oh, my God. Stop glorifying this fucking woman.
Now, wait a minute. You're going to take this back.
Stop glorifying this.
But this is you. You're the new Lizzo.
I just want to know what it feels like. And then I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna cut down. I want to get fat because I want to get addicted to food. I want to know what it's like to enjoy a meal, and 5 or 6 meals a day: potato chips, Doritos, shakes, whatever. I want to eat like shit before I turn 30. Then I'll cut down in the next year. Give me 1 year just to get fat as fuck, and then
you're right. Everywhere you turn, fucking Lizzo. You're absolutely right. Very high in the annoying list of 2022.
I mean, come on, folks. Like, she's not.
Who cares?
She's
Playing
not
a
good. She's
glass
not good.
flute. Who cares? She's fat. She's built like a fucking.
Stop glorifying these
circle.
fucking hogs. What happened to hot women walking down a runway?
Right.
What's up with these hogs?
Yeah,
Stay home, hogs.
Girls, am I right? They're so hot. I love girls.
Yeah, ladies, stay home. We're gay now.
Yeah,
You're turning us
girls.
gay with all this fat stuff.
Yes, I'm gay because Lizzo is supposed to be hot.
All right, number one most annoying person, and this person
Wow.
just came on my radar recently.
Ooh.
And
Can I
wait,
guess?
No, wait. I got one more.
Can I guess one of them?
You won't know. It's
Okay.
But go ahead. It's an
Jim
influencer.
Grindle.
No, I don't give a fuck about that guy. I'm talking about people that genuinely annoy me, not people who just get on my nerves. All right, so number two. Have you heard this? I talked about it on the show you weren't on. I'm gonna pause this fucking music. It's getting on my nerves. That's number fucking 3.
See, food's getting to you. Food makes you ornery. All that.
All right, so have you heard this? We talked about it on the last show with the boys, and I told them it was going to get stuck in their head. You seen this rap video that came out? This these bitches did my life like
No.
All right, okay, so I'll play a little bit for you, real quick. See if you. I thought it was different, and you know, it's like when I first saw the video, I was like, "This is the most garbage song I've ever heard in my life." And then eventually I'm like, "All right, this is all right," and I'll tell you why I'm
Oh,
annoyed.
you know what? Go ahead. I think I might have seen this, but play it anyway. Yes, I did.
I was like, "This is." I caught
Play a
myself,
little bit
you know,
of-
jamming it.
For the fans.
Huh? Listen?
Yeah, just let it play for the listeners.
She tried to hit me with the and then I fucking turn around and hit her.
Right. So it is.
So this is their
yeah.
their
It's
one song.
It's no dumber than most of the trap music I hear. To be honest.
Well, I
with
know
you.
that's why I kind of liked it. I was like, okay. At first, I was like, I couldn't tell if they were clowning or not, and then come to find out from following them on Instagram and shit, they're being serious. So I reached out. Brandon reached out. Actually, I'm gonna reach out. So Brandon reached out. The guy I was gonna have on. This is why I was gonna have him on, to have him on the podcast. These guys have one hit. They need more hits and more fans, right? So why not make a podcast
they can do a live
appearance?
performance. I'm
said-
fine with that.
They said $200 and we might pop on.
And what did you say?
For a few minutes. Brandon sent him that. They wanted $200 and they might pop on for a couple minutes.
Bye.
Brandon's laughing right now. Fucking Gold Soul. Yeah, that's his name.
That's what they're
Gold Soul.
called?
Yeah, the Gold Soul the God, and the other guy's name is like your favorite ex-boyfriend. But I was a fan. I was jamming it in my truck, you know, because it's fucking annoying, and they're not saying all the African American stuff that you have to listen to in the other songs. But $200 you're gonna charge. So now I'm gonna reach out to them because BYB those guys podcast, they're just getting started and stuff. So I'm gonna reach out and see if I'm gonna laugh if they're like, all right, 150 for you, and then we're gonna put them on blast. Well, we're just gonna blast them. So
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna do that after the show, and me and
I like
Brandon
that.
are gonna. Brandon, if you're home, you can hop on the Patreon if you want. After this, I'll send you a link. Number one on the list. You want any more guesses? He's
No.
an influencer. Okay. Liver King.
Ooh, that's a nice pick. That's a good pick.
Ugh.
Go on.
Why am I so annoyed, dude, when I see this guy?
Yeah, he's very punchable.
Hey, Primals. Good morning, Primals. Hey,
so
Primals. You wake up in the morning. You get into the cold tub, Primals.
Here's the thing with all those guys like that.
Primals.
Normal people can't live like that. That guy has to be loaded. The guy has a house and however many acres. Like, it's almost like embarrassing. It's like
It's
playtime.
almost mocking.
When I see these people, yes, when I see these people that like, you have a house, you have kids, and good for you, you earned it, but you act like, you know, the normal people, the 90% of people in the everyday struggle can fucking go out and eat liver or carry logs around. Like, you're living a fake life. Like, that's not real
Right.
life. And a lot of other influencers do similar shit where you're living a fake life. This is not real life. Either you have it, maybe you had it hard before, but you got it way too easy now because you shouldn't have time to do this fucking shit.
Well, that's what I hate. Like these guys, like Liver King. Like, we didn't know who this fucking asshole was 2 years ago. And then now, if you make it big and stuff, and say you get invited to the fucking UFC Don't post it, but just go to the show. Why does everybody got to post? Oh, look at me. I'm walking into the UFC. I'm Liver King. Oh, nobody wants to see you, dude.
I promise.
You don't see Rogan posting, look at me. All these other guys.
I'll promise that when we're filthy rich by the end of this year, I promise I will never preach to you on how to live, and other than, my usual guides to life. I've had to like drive and shit. Or again, it's a comedy podcast.
We need that stuff.
But I will never act like it. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Nobody knows. Whatever. I stink.
Fucking asshole.
You know what I mean.
Of course, everybody knows what I mean. Look, the sugar is getting to me, folks. I am getting fat by the end of the year, right? Title of this episode is Skimask Plans to Get Fat. I don't know. We'll title it somehow.
Yeah,
who cares?
Yeah, no, that's fine. And we'll think on that hashtag.
Yeah, because I'm going to measure myself immediately after the Patreon. So we're going to head on over to the Patreon, folks. Patreon.com/SkimaskMedia. Now, it won't be live, but it will be out shortly after we get done doing so.
That's right.
Ugh.
Enjoy the football, folks. The last weekend of full games. And join us next week on Sports Mask Collective and Ski Mask Collective and all our shows to cover the
one last thing.
Please.
One last thing. Your show and Gino, you guys never touch on the Cowboys, you motherfuckers.
We had to pick the game. We picked all the games.
Maybe I didn't finish the episode.
I
was laughing too hard at the pee bag.
Yeah, we're breaking walls. Where else you finding guys pissing back and throwing out windows? Nowhere. Grow up. Welcome to the future, faggots. This is
all right.
it.
Get fat, motherfuckers. Sorry, there's no merch this week. I'm gonna be reorganizing the website.
That's a packed show with no guests. That's how you do it, folks. Hour and 20. You're welcome. Fuck guests.
Fuck guests.